there are evil people who live in this world. I saw this and I'm like, I have to make a video about it. This is on r/am I overreacting. The title of this is Am I Overreacting? My ex-wife and her new husband legally made their last name my full effing name. I saw this, I just immediately turned the camera on because I'm like, we got to do this together. Cause how could, like how? This guy is like living in hell right now. You cannot make this up. I was married once. My ex-wife blew it all to hell by cheating on me with one of my closest effing friends. That betrayal crushed me, but whatever, I rebuilt. Okay. She kept my last name after the divorce. Weird, but I let it go. That is so, do people do that? I guess some people do that. That is so weird. Why would you not immediately get rid of that? Like, I think I've only heard that when it's like, there's kids involved and you want the kid to like have the last name. But if it's just two people, already she feels a little unhinged. Fast forward, she marries the guy she cheated with. Fine. Closure, good for them, but here's where it goes off the rails. Her new husband's last name is the same as my first name, so when they hyphenated, their big shiny new married surname is now my entire fucking legal name. No, this is intentional. This is fully intentional. They can't not know that. They are so weirdly obsessed with him. Because you have to know that. And okay, so you cheat on your husband with this guy, you marry that guy, and you hyphenate and steal your ex-husband's full name? That's like, that should be illegal. That's so unfair. Imagine your name is David Carter. The guy she cheats with is named John David. They marry and hyphenate, proudly announce themselves as Mr. and Mrs. David Carter, which is literally your name. That's just so, wait. No, I'm trying to process this because there's no, like, you have to know that. But I don't know, so how is that not embarrassing? Because everybody in her life like knows she was married to John David, even though that's just the example, but they know that she was married to John David. They know that she cheated on him with this dude. And they know that her and the guy she cheated on David Carter with are now Mr. and Mrs. David Carter. How does she have anybody in her life? How does anybody show up to that wedding? How does she have friends and family that haven't like fully cut her off? If a friend did that, they are not my friend anymore because they're clearly unhinged and like evil. What? They're on Facebook smiling, posting, here's to the new official, Mr. and Mrs. David Carter. Meanwhile, I'm staring at my phone thinking, holy fuck, my ex-wife and her affair partner just legally rebranded themselves as me. I love how he writes this.
Meanwhile, I'm staring at my phone thinking, what the fuck?
No, because it is on Facebook, so like people know. They're like publicly coming out as evil. it's like a coming out post, but as evil. Because you can't see that post and think that they're not evil. So I guess they just want to like shed any friends that aren't also evil, or like people who hate this dude David Carter. Like she's assembling a rogues gallery of just people who fucking hate this guy. And no, my name isn't common. People are gonna see it and assume it's me. True, people are gonna think that she's still married to him. Like at the very least, he's still so a part of their life, and he will so be a part of their life forever, which I guess makes sense because they're like affair partners about him. But I would think that if that's the situation, you would really want to distance yourself from that. It's not like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie just changed their name to like Mr. and Mrs. Jennifer Aniston. That's so unhinged. Okay, wait. So tell me, am I losing my mind here, or is this just as completely fucked up as it feels? It's worse. It's gotta be worse than it feels because, okay, look, like the top comment of this one, I can see it says, this has 10K likes. He said, it's a win on your side. You'll be a constant reminder, a constant presence weighing on their marriage. Every time she'll sign something, she'll think of you. Every time someone will call her by her full name, Mrs. John David, she'll think of you whether she wants to or not. This is wrong though, because she knows. This is like, has to assume that she doesn't know and it was like an accident that she stole her ex-husband's last name with her affair partner. It's not an accident. It's like not a constant presence weighing on their marriage. It's, I don't know if I can say this word without getting demonetized. K-I-N, like kin. Space, the letter K. Like they have to be into it. They have to really like it because you don't do this if it's not like getting a little thrill from it, which is evil. So it's like she is doing a really, really, really shitty and awful thing. But also a close friend of his, how can you... There has to be like so much lore there where it's like, it has to be genuine hate for this dude that these two have. To do something like this is like, it's actually supervillain level because it's like
playing with his soul.
The guy's comment ended with, for them, moving on will be impossible. But I think that's the point. I think that they are like enjoying that the basis of their relationship is built on this thing. And I think that they're getting a lot of thrill out of it. Like they like it. Like they say their name is like Mrs. Mrs. David Carter. Like it's that type of vibe. This comment, I'm confused. Wouldn't it be Mr. and Mrs. Carter David? It's just such a Reddit comment. Shut up. Obviously, they did it because they wanted to be evil. Like, it's not an accident at all. Okay, wait, this is crazy. Someone said, LMAO, I don't believe this for a minute, but I love it. But somebody responded, I totally believe it. My ex used getting married as an opportunity to try to change his name to my husband's exact name, which is double insane because my ex is a very white guy who had a white guy name, and my husband is a very Latino man with a very Latino name that my ex can't even properly pronounce. Like, imagine the whitest man you can think of changing his name from John Smith to Pedro Santissimo, and he mispronounces it like Pedro Saint Melmo. Whoa, people are so crazy because you only have one life and you're choosing to use your life for like evil and hatred towards one person for like a petty reason. I don't understand it because you can move on. Like something can be really, really difficult, but you can move on. You don't have to go evil. But some people just do. Some people, they just have the evil itch inside of them and they're like, I know I don't have to be evil, but I just really want to. I just want to be evil so bad. And you know what? If they're gonna be evil, hot take, if you're gonna be evil and scratch that itch, I do think that changing your last name to your ex-husband's full legal name, it's better than turning into the Riddler, you know? But first I want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's video, Bombas! Literally what I'm wearing today. I switched to Bombas because they're the most comfortable basics I've ever worn. But they're all so comfy. It's like the tiny details that matter. Built-in arch support, breathable materials. Trust me, they're breathable. And their athletic socks are sweat wicking. No blisters when I'm running around. But the best part of it, why I love Bombas, is for every one purchased, they donate one to organizations that support people who are experiencing homelessness. So good of them to do that. They're very proud to have donated over 150 million. That is like a huge real impact. If you ever like are talking, this is like separate, but to like those shelters, the things that they always want donated are socks. And I mean, honestly, socks is like the one that I always hear. So it's really cool that they do that. Also, they have 100% happiness guarantee. So if you get something, you're like, free returns and exchanges. Any reason, wrong size, lost a sock in the laundry void, they got you. And if you're watching outside the US and you're like, they ship to over 200 countries now. So feel good, do good with Bombas. Know your purchase is leading to some real impact. And new customers get 20% off your first purchase. Go to bombas.com/Coop and use code Coop at checkout. Bombas.com/Coop. And you can click the link in my description. Thank you so much to Bombas for sponsoring this video. I love a Coop sponsor. Now back to it. Okay, what's this next one? Oh, okay, this is for r/Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for advising my sister to only enter plus size beauty pageants and or become a plus size model? These posts are always so fun because it's usually like the title sounds like the person is gonna be in the right, but this one doesn't even really sound like they're gonna be in the right. You should only enter plus size beauty pageants. I mean, off title, I don't really think that you have to tell your sister anything like that. You just let her live her own life and like find out from her own experience. But let's read, let's see what it is. I, 31-year-old female, have a sister, 27-year-old female, who have done beauty pageants all her life. Losing affects her more the older she gets. Okay, wait, what? It's supposed to be A affects. Losing affects her more the older she gets. At 22, she gained weight and became plus size. As a plus size woman, she had won every plus size beauty pageant she's entered. Okay. I don't understand the title. I thought it was gonna be like, no, you have to do plus size beauty pageants, but she's already in them and winning. She won every plus size beauty pageant she's entered, so okay. But as a plus size woman, she has yet to win a beauty pageant that's not specifically for plus size women. Okay. Already, just the way that this is building up, I think the person who wrote this is the a-hole. There's no way they're not. She's done some plus... Fuck. Light died again? Okay, I'll figure out how to like not make my light die, but I gotta keep filming. Is this okay? Y'all mind if a guy gets spooky? She has done some plus size modeling, but treats it like a stepping stone. Recently, she did extremely well for a plus size 27-year-old woman in a beauty pageant available to all women. Okay, she got runner up, but the winner was a thin 19-year-old woman. Afterwards, she was crying and asking what she'll do now. I gave her advice, but she accused me of being jealous. Am I the asshole? So the advice that you gave your crying sister was...
stick to plus size. Stick to plus size.
She got runner up. Does everybody who gets second place just like they have to quit if they get second place? What are you talking about? Your advice to her after doing like available to everyone beauty pageant for the first time and she gets second place to a thin 19-year-old girl? Your advice is, yeah, give it up. Nah, you're not good enough. Okay, what about everybody who came in third, fourth, fifth, sixth? Like she got second and she's plus size and 27. Why would you say that? Why would you be like,
Well, you should only ever do anything that you're gonna get first place at. Anything that's a challenge or is gonna require you to do a little bit of work or feel like a real competition, quit that.
yeah, that's lame. That's lame. I mean, I guess she's trying to be helpful. Oh, don't cry don't cry. There's a way that you can win every single time. But she got second place. How is second place like something to be crying about? Obviously, she shouldn't be crying and being like, what'll I do? What'll I do now? I got second place. But she's, you know, in the wake of losing a thing. So yeah, the person who wrote this is definitely in the wrong. Should be supportive in that situation. Supportive, you can do it type shit. Okay, what about this one? Am I the a-hole for telling my sister she wasn't always the chosen one? Okay, whoever wrote this is very D&D coded. I love it.
Told my sister she wasn't the chosen one and the sword was actually meant for me to pull out the stone. Am I wrong?
What the hell is going on here? Okay, before my brothers and I were born, my mom had a child with an old boyfriend, Penny. Her boyfriend, Penny's biological dad, didn't stick around. Okay, so you have an older stepsister named Penny. Got it. My mom then met my dad when Penny was 3 and they got married. My dad adopted Penny. My mom then went on to have me and my brothers with our dad. Growing up, Penny was always the apple of my dad's eye. He gave us all attention, but he always went out of his way to make it equal. Around the time she entered her teens, Penny would make the joke, "Dad was stuck with you guys, but he chose me," or refer to herself as the chosen one. I don't understand how this is gonna get negative. That's funny. That's like what a step sibling who got adopted, like that's just a joke because obviously there's a level of insecurity there when the other siblings are like with their biological dad and you don't have your biological dad, so you're just like making a joke. So I don't understand where this is gonna go. Wait, am I the asshole for telling my sister she wasn't always the chosen one? Please don't go in the way that I think that you're gonna go. There's still time. I haven't finished reading. Please change what you're gonna do. Oh my God, okay. My brothers and parents always thought it was hilarious. I thought it was obnoxious. If our brothers and I were ever discussing what traits we didn't get from dad, Penny would break in with, "I didn't get anything from him except his last name because I'm the chosen one." She's just being funny. Like, she's just being funny. And if she's in a conversation where y'all are talking about biological things you got from your biological dad and she's the odd one out, obviously she's gonna say some. You think she's not gonna say some? She's gotta say some. She feels insecure in that moment. So she's gonna like use humor as a coping mechanism and like a way of connecting with y'all and just like acknowledging it. Who? What? Please don't do what I think you're gonna do. Now we're all adults and Penny still trots that out from time to time. She still trots that out from time to time. Yeah, the running joke that she's put in your family because it's like a thing and it's just like a thing. And you've already said that everybody else thinks it's funny. Oh my God. This person is so bitter, so rude, so lame, so jealous, by the way. Maybe there's some jealousy going on there. I don't know what the jealousy is about, but maybe you're chopped. Maybe Penny's pretty and you're chopped. Maybe you're chopped. Okay, keep going. Recently, it came up when my siblings and I were out with our parents for drinks. So y'all are adults. Oh God. One of my brothers has a newish girlfriend, so she wasn't aware of Penny's story. Penny was telling it, shoving in that she's the chosen one. She's not shoving it in. She's making the joke because her biological dad didn't want her. And she feels very grateful for your dad for like choosing her and making her feel equal and loved. And she was chosen, like she was adopted. Wait, did somebody say chosen?
Ah, yes. Did somebody say chosen? Believe me, there is only one chosen person in this story, and it is certainly not the author.
I can't do the voice at all.
Ah, yes.
I love so much that she said that Penny was shoving in that she's the chosen one. Why is she so bitter about this?
Jealous, huh? Perhaps because you are not chosen. You were forced from your mother's womb, spilled into the desert sand like Ishmael, the cursed son.
I admit I was a little drunk. I said,
chosen by our dad, but you weren't chosen by your first dad, huh?
That's so shitty. Penny got a hurt look on her face. Yeah, because you just said the shittiest thing that you could possibly say to her. You awful, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad person. Oh my God. Y'all remember that movie, Alexander and the Very Awful, Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day? Something about Steve Carell in that?
Shout out Jennifer Garner and her daughter, the Silver Surfstress.
Chosen by our dad, but you weren't chosen by your first dad, huh? I mean, honestly, the guillotine is like pretty, it's just like very simply the only thing that you can do there. Just do a little Robespierre on that. My brothers told me that was uncalled for. Even the new girlfriend was looking at me like I was a douche. How are you so unaware of that?
My brothers told me that was uncalled for. But doesn't make sense. She was chosen, so in some ways, she chose the way.
Okay, sorry, I can't do the voice, I'm sorry. I said, this story is just getting old. We've all heard it, and it's a little ridiculous. My boyfriend ended up calling us an Uber and getting me out of there. Well, of course, word's gotten back to our parents, and they're pissed at me, saying I was rude. I said Penny was just being obnoxious. Am I the asshole? You are so the asshole. It's blowing my mind. It's actually fucking evil. evil what you just did. You're talking about somebody who is insecure and using your dad chose me as a way of not only just like saying, yes, I'm accepted in this family and my identity in being in this family is that I was chosen. I wasn't cast aside. I don't have the identity of somebody who wasn't chosen by their biological dad. I have the identity of chosen by this biological dad and being a part of this family, and I'm so great and I love it. The girl just sitting there the whole time like, oh, you think you're the chosen one, huh? Oh, you think you're chosen? I'll show you chosen. How can you be chosen if your biological dad didn't want you? Why is everybody so mad at me for? I didn't even do anything wrong. That's so evil. That's like, no, genuinely, if the French Revolution was happening right now, it could do one of these and it would make sense if she was up there on the, we call it the chopping block. I mean, holy fuck. That's one of the most mean ones that I've ever read. That's almost worse than stealing your ex-husband's identity. It might be worse. It honestly might be even worse. Chosen by our dad, but you weren't chosen by your first dad, huh? As if everybody else in the room is gonna go,
Yeah, you know what? I never thought of it that way, actually. Yeah, she was cast aside. Yeah! And her biological dad didn't want her. Yeah! And yet she calls herself chosen. Interesting.
bro, you are awful. You are like Satan. That's worse than Satan. Okay, what about this one? Am I for only taking care of my kid? This is another stepkid one? Oh my God. Shout outs. Hey, shout out stepkids. Hey, shout out children of divorce. Any children of divorce in the chat? If you're a child of divorce, go nuts in the chat right now. I was with my ex-wife, Amy, for 4 years. We have a 18-month-old daughter, Wynn. We got divorced last year, so more like loss. Guys, it's just a classic joke that you come to the Coop channel for. You know. Anyways, we got divorced last year. Amy has a 6-year-old daughter, Ella, whose dad isn't involved. So you should choose her and you should give her the identity of being chosen by you. You should make her feel like, oh yeah, you know what, my biological dad, you know what, he doesn't even matter because I have this new guy who actually loves me so much. He's my real dad. Like that other person who made her other daughter so jealous. During our marriage, I took on the brunt of the money stuff because she was a sob our whole relationship, all right? Oh, so maybe stay-at-home mom? Yeah, that makes more sense than sob. The whole time, I treated Ella no different than I treated Wynn. I got her everything she needed, and I cared for her as a parent should. Okay, so far, bare minimum of being a person. Anything less than that, and you suck. So what you have just said is, I have done what is expected. Once we split up, we split 50-50 custody of Wynn. Okay. With Amy has kid from previous marriage, has kid with Amy named Wynn, loss in the relationship, divorce. Okay. Once we split up, we split 50-50 custody of Wynn. Oh no, I know where this is going, no! I pay insurance as well as pay her monthly payments by choice as I make more money than her. I want our daughter to have a comfortable life. My issue is my ex-wife is feeling some type of way because I no longer want to fund Ella's life. When I pick up Wynn, it's not a secret. We go off and do fun stuff like the zoo or whatever else we can get into. You piece of shit. Oh my God, I see why she's divorcing. Wynn also often gets new clothes and shoes. Amy feels like it's not fair that I won't maintain Ella's life anymore after 4 years of doing it. That I've abandoned my quote-unquote daughter. I feel like she's no longer my responsibility.
You are so evil.
Dude, I'm so glad for Amy that she got out of your life. Bro, you suck ass. You've been this girl's dad for 4 years, since she was 2 years old, and now you're divorced and you're like, I don't give a fuck. You take Wynn out to go to the zoo, fun stuff like that, whatever else we can get into, new clothes, new shoes, and I just don't ever give a fuck about Ella at all. Not even like a little bit. I just pick the other daughter up and I see her and I'm like, bye, and then I go and have fun with my real daughter because Ella is what I would call my daughter. Dude, oh, I just read the next sentence. Oh no. I know Amy cannot afford to give Ella the life we used to give her, but why should I have to do it? Because you're a human being and you should care about your daughter? Stop putting quotes around daughter. Die. I talked to my mom about it and she thinks I'm a massive asshole. And she sees Ella as her granddaughter just as much as she sees Wynn. So am I the asshole? If so, I'll eat it and continue to help with Ella. Dude, honestly, I hope Amy gets a new husband with just a fucking gorgeous cock. Cause I know yours is wee little. You've got issues, boy. I hope that she gets a new man who is just giving her the business in a good way and is so rich and so loving, and I hope that Wynn chooses to love him over you. And by the way, when Wynn grows up, oh my God, Win has a sister. Win's sister is Ella. You're trying to make Win feel like Ella is not her sister as much. Because it's like, well, she's not really my kid. Win is Ella's sister. Win and Ella should be in each other's lives for the rest of the time. You're gonna be in Win's life for the rest of the time. Why are you not also in Ella's life for the rest of the time? Dude, Win is gonna hate your guts. Win will hate your guts so much when she grows up and understands what the hell's going on. Right now, she's 18 months old. She doesn't even know what the fuck is happening. She's so stupid. Like, she's 18 months old. She's looking around going, zebra, zebra. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. The second she knows what's happening, she's gonna hate you, dude. Oh my God, you think this type of stuff doesn't matter? You think that being a horrible person doesn't have an impact on everybody around? This guy is so evil, so bad, so horrible. I think that can we just like do the French Revolution a little bit, but just like for people on r/am_hassle, please? I honestly don't even know who I think is worse, this or the other one, because this is so evil. And this is the type, this like is, I think, pretty common, honestly. I feel like this type of like thinking is something that I see a lot. Like, you know, there's people that you meet throughout your life that are in situations like this. And it's like, yeah, step parents that are this level of favoritism, honestly, they should be,
Chosen for the guillotine.
I can't do the voice. I started doing the Project Runway.
They should be chosen for the guillotine, ladies.
That's not even, I can't even do an impression at all. I just should give up. I should quit. Can we do one more? Please do one more. Please. God bless you, Gustav. All right, let's do this one. Let's do this one together. Okay, what's this one? Am I the asshole for not changing my daughter's wedding venue, even though my sister's husband proposed to his 22-year-old mistress there last month? Okay, so much going on there. I gotta understand what's happening. I, 51-year-old woman, put down a $20,000 non-refundable deposit on this gorgeous beachfront estate for my daughter. Let's call her Amy, 26-year-old woman. Her wedding is next September. We booked it 18 months out. For context, and without revealing too much, it's the venue in our area, and it has been Amy's dream wedding spot in all of her Pinterest boards. Yeah, obviously you're not gonna cancel the wedding venue. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Last month, my sister, let's call her Carol, 53-year-old woman, found out her cheating ex-husband, let's call him Mark, 55, I don't care about any of the names, proposed to his coworker, 28-year-old girl, ew. She was 22 when they started having an affair, ew. Who he'd been having an affair with. The woman posted engagement photos from the same venue, specifically the beautiful beach area where Amy plans to have her ceremony. Yeah, you can't, I mean, it's $20,000. It's $20,000. By the way, even if the sister was gonna like pay $20,000, it's the daughter's dream wedding spot. It's like, okay, it's the spot in the area. So like, yeah, your ex-husband is gonna propose to his mistress there. If it's the spot, it's like the spot. Oh, this sucks for Carol though. Carol is obviously destroyed. She called me sobbing, begging me to change venues. Says she can't watch Amy get married where Mark proposed to a girl younger than his own daughter. Can't smile for photos on that beach. Okay, but that's fine. Just don't come. If it's that traumatic for you, like, don't come, and we're so sorry and we understand, but we're not upset that you couldn't make it, but we get it. But like, I'm gonna change the wedding for you. It's not about you. You're the sister of the mother, the aunt. I feel sick for her. I do. But $20,000 non-refundable deposit. Save the dates already sent. Amy's dreamed of this venue since high school. Everything else is booked or 3 times the price. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna change it. Obviously, you're not gonna change it. But is Carol gonna get mad about that? I don't feel like you can get mad about that. I told Carol I can't lose $20,000 and crush Amy's dreams because Mark is trash. Carol says I'm choosing money over her mental health. Shut up, Carol! That I'm forcing her to relive the worst betrayal of her life for pretty pictures. Shut up! Like, that's not about you. None of it's about you. Shut up. Okay, the person in the, like, is obviously not in the wrong. This person, Carol, is obviously the one who's actually at fault. But it sucks. But just don't show up. If it's that hard for you, just don't show up. And we're very sorry that you couldn't make it, but it's not about you. I also talked to Amy about it, and she does not want a venue change. That it's not her fault Mark, who's been out of all of our lives for the past 5 years, ruined that place for Carol. If it's been gone for 5 years, then yeah, like, get over it. Sorry, get over it though. Oh, a little bit, get over it. It ruined that place for Carol. Carol called Amy a spoiled brat who wouldn't understand real pain. Okay, but just don't show up to the wedding. You don't have to be at the wedding. You're the aunt. It doesn't matter. Just don't show up. Now Carol's skipping Thanksgiving. My and Carol's side of the family, her daughters, and to some extent my parents, say I'm heartless. What? The place is cursed anyway. Why should we host Amy's big day there? So why do you give a shit? Why do any of these people care at all? It's just a picture. They took pictures there. They did an engagement there. It's not like they were just, it's literally doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't care. I wouldn't care. Even if they did do that, like, I don't care. If that happened to me and I'm in Carol's position, it's like, that sucks, but I'd be there and I would be using it to, like, you know, okay, Gus is uncomfortable. I would be like using the open bar and then trauma dumping at all the other wedding guests. I'd be like, oh, can you imagine this happen? And then I'd be like, I'm feeling like all the attention, right? But then you're getting all the attention. Okay, you know what? Carol can't come. Because that's what she would do. She would get drunk and try to make it about herself. Yeah, get her out of here. My husband's side of the family says Carol doesn't get to hijack Amy's wedding because her husband's a cheater. Yeah, I mean, obviously not. Like, okay, what would actually stop that from happening? I mean, if a national tragedy happened there, then yeah, don't do it there. But if your aunt's ex-husband that's been out of y'all's life for 5 years proposes to his girlfriend there, it's like, you know, in some ways, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of don't care if I'm, you know, there. Hey, the light came back on. Yeah, I wouldn't care. I would not care. Unfortunately, it sucks for Carol, and I feel very bad for her, and I'm sorry that happened to you, but get over it. It's a venue. All they did was take pictures there and get engaged. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's like, it doesn't matter at all. You know what else happened on that land probably? People probably died at some point in human history. Somebody probably died there. Probably dinosaur took a shit, got killed. Like, who cares? Stuff happens, whatever. Like, if I'm Carol, I'd just get a little bit nihilistic about it and just go, you know what? Nothing matters. Honestly, be like, nothing matters.
Except for Twilight Eclipse, the best film in the franchise.
Oh God, you know what? This was a fun one. There are some crazy people out there. Guys, anybody else think that some people out there are crazy? Anybody else love looking at those stories? Hey, I love making videos like this. They're really fun. And let me know what you think of all these stories. I love making these ones because all the comments are so in depth. And sometimes people feel like I have the wrong take. And it is really funny to read those comments because sometimes I'm like, yeah, but I don't think I do on this one. On this one, it's like, it's pretty clear and cut and dry, I feel like, in all of them. But I'm sure y'all set me straight if I'm wrong. I love you so much. Is it weird that I say that? I just feel like so much appreciation that I'm able to do this, and I feel like I'm living my fairy tale dream. Please subscribe. I wish